If you're like me, you're going to be down with RPGs until you're dead in the ground. That's right. I'm talking about lifelong RPG playing. Now I picture my old ass at like 90 years old, up in the bed, like, and I'm online with some of you old ass motherfuckers, because we're still going to be fucking with this. And I'm trying to get my Skype on, and I just expire. I'm like, roll the hit. Oh, hold on, body. I gotta stay up in this some bitch till combat's over. I can't die before my character does. That be some straight bullshit. I need to get my motherfucking XP and my next level on, you feel me? That's the kind of life expectancy I have for myself. To be doing this until I'm an old ass man. I'm an old ass man right now. I know. From the way I act, I'm sure a lot of you can't tell that. But I expect to be playing RPGs the rest of my life. And thinking of that over, looking ahead, I'm talking about the bucket list. What are your bucket list characters? What characters do you need to get out of here before you're out of here? What do you need to put on that list? And if you haven't made the bucket list of RPG characters, motherfucker, you need to. Because that, for all of us who are serious gamers, who have seriously done this, who have seriously invested so very and much of our life into the hobby, into the time spent in the hobby, that's a very real, valid concern. What are those character ideas that you just never could get out? Maybe you couldn't sell somebody on running it. Maybe it was just too weird, too bizarre, too odd, but you want to do it, you have to do it, you need to do it, you love to do it. What are those ideas for you? Who's on that bucket list? I, of course, have several characters on my bucket list that I want to get out, that I want to use, that I want to play. Those are going to be of high interest to me and of high interest in my concern in regard of making characters for future games of games to come. Something I really think about. My man, the Earl of RPGs, Clack Click Bang, Matthew, the Gentleman, call the motherfucker whatever you want. Definitely giving me the opportunity to air out and to put that mental idea in one of my bucket list characters, the Golden Dreamthorn, as he is known to many of you who do not speak the old tongue of the giants. That character, a character I definitely have been wanting to play for a good long time, a bucket list character. I said, man, I got to get this character out in the right game, in a good game, in the right time. And we're doing that now, and it's been a very, very entertaining for me to be able to play a character that I wanted to play so very much, something so different, so alien, so unique. And for me, I really love the opportunity to have a character that I can say, well, oh, you never got to do that. You never played that. You never had nothing like that. You never heard anyone who was doing something like that. That's exciting to me. That's interesting. That keeps it fresh, and I like to keep it fresh. So, what I'm asking you, feel free to do video responses, because I know, like, in 500 characters, and I'm never going to hate on anybody. Like, you leave 19 comments, continue if you want to, because, hey, man, I understand. It sucks ass trying to fit into 500 characters what you're trying to say. It's very difficult to do other than the most simplistic terms. Now, I want to hear what you guys have, what character ideas you have. And I can go off for a long time what I think are interesting, and in the detail that I want to put it together. It might take a while. I don't know if anyone's interested in hearing that, but what I am interested in hearing is what you guys' bucket list character are. So hit a video response, leave elaborate comments below, or simplistic comments, whatever you're looking at. And tell me if you actually have it, if you've thought about that, if you're like, man, I got to get these characters, or if you haven't gone through the mental steps of going, oh, I'll pop out of this place one day. And that would be a jack to me if I didn't get to play this particular idea I have, this strange character, this interesting character, this evil character, this really moral character, this highly politically involved character, whatever sort of character it is, whatever character, how specific it is, how loose the idea is, what aspects of the idea are you finding difficult to work in, or you haven't found a game master that you think is right to run those ideas with yet. I'm wondering what they are. I'm wondering if you've thought about that. And I'm wondering if you haven't, after you heard this video, if you're like, damn, man, I have to get involved with that idea. I have to put that list together. I have to get my bucket list, because, hey, this is a big part of our lives. So we're doing this for 4 hours a week, 8 hours a week, 12 hours a week, whatever amount we're investing on a week basis, by months, by years, and the time that we've done this, it has been a massive, substantial chunk of our life. And so being such a large part it needs to have that same sort of thought put into it as other aspects of your life too. Those things you want to check off the list of life when you get the chance to do them. So in the end of life, you're not like, oh, fuck, I got them regrets. How come I never got to play this character? How come I never got to go skydiving or whatever the fuck it is? Make sure you get it all checked out. Think thoroughly about what you want to do, and make sure it's done before you are. And as I say, that's something a lot of people are going to think about. Oh, RPGs is just this. No. When you're spending that much of your lifetime on it, it is important to you, and it is important that you're able to find those real interesting characters that are really definitive of you, definitive of the entire experience of what you have left on the hobby, what you have brought to the other people you're playing with, and how you've been able to enjoy yourself and participate and elevate and bring that game to the best level you can, to the most interesting level you can. So let me know if you've thought about it, if you have them, if you haven't thought about it, think about it now and think about what you'd like on there. And I look forward to hearing from you guys.